Father O'Brien here for another episode of Bridging the Distance, a way for you to remain connected to Santa Clara. Today we have a wonderful guest, Professor Ahmed Amer of the School of Engineering in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering. Ahmed, welcome.
Thank you, Father O'Brien. Thank you for having me here.
So in the School of Engineering, the capstone for all undergrads is a design project, and it culminates in a design conference held this time of year. What's different about the design conference this year, Ahmed?
Well, yes, that is the culminating experience for all engineering students, that they do have to do a senior design project and then present it at the big design conference. This year, however, it's going to be a virtual conference held with partially pre-recorded segments and live Q&A segments. It's still a tremendous undertaking under normal circumstances, which leaves me in awe of folks like Shane Wibito from the School of Engineering, who helped make this sort of thing happen. But
Right.
in this year, it's going to be streamed over Zoom. So in some ways, it's going to be even more accessible than usual. 17 concurrent tracks in one afternoon.
17 tracks, one afternoon involving hundreds of students. So that's incredible. And so what's your role in mentoring these groups, Ahmed? And can you describe a couple of the projects that your groups are engaged in?
Gladly. So my role is probably the most fun thing in the whole endeavor, which is getting to advise student groups, which is more active companionship and being there for students through this. I've got 4 different groups working with me this term. They range in their projects from augmented and virtual reality experiences and applications, one of which is working on a campus tour tool, to a group working on one group working on a game with slightly different game mechanics, and finally there's one group that is working on an adaptive quiz mechanism, trying to make online experiences just a little bit better.
So very hands-on, right? Very applied, which is good for engineers. What's it been like for you, this shift to remote learning?
Whoa! Well, it was very sudden, and when it happened at the end of last quarter and the announcement came out with the switch to no in-person classes, I was actually running a review session for an exam that was supposed to be the following day, and one student, upon hearing the news, rolled their eyes and said, "Well, we're not afraid. Why do we have to not come in?" And the moment the issue was raised that this was not about protecting ourselves, but protecting about the most vulnerable among us, that objection, that grumpiness just went away. It left me so proud in all of our students and their attitude. It was wonderful to see.
That's wonderful. And so do you have any message of encouragement to our students, whether in the School of Engineering or elsewhere at the university?
Well, a large part of advising often feels like messages of encouragement, in the sense of it's just reassuring students that they've got this and they're awesome. So if there was one thing I would have to say, is to remind our students of how wonderful they are and that they've got this.
Yeah, I totally agree. And one of the reasons they got this is because they have good mentors and professors like you, Ahmed. So thank you. And thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Father O'Brien.
All right, so until next time on Bridging the Distance, take care and God bless.